Hi, my name's Jennifer Luarca, and I'm an academic coach at the Learning Center at Cal State University Long Beach. I'm going to cover a few quick tips for time management as we begin to prepare for this virtual semester ahead of us. I hope you find the tips helpful. First, we encourage you to use a monthly calendar. This is really important in understanding the big picture of how your semester is going to look. In this calendar, we want to include important campus closure dates, important dates from your syllabi, which include exams, papers, and projects, and then also personal dates that might bump up against your academic obligations. The big picture, understanding that big picture helps in terms of being able to manage your stressful times throughout the semester. So, first, we want to put in any important campus dates. Here's a list of a few dates to be aware of. Typically, we want to know when school starts, when the last day of classes are, when final exams are, and also any campus closure dates. Now, of course, we're not physically on campus, but during these campus closures or no class dates, you will not be doing virtual classes. So it's a good thing to be aware of. Typically, they're going to fall around holidays that we have on campus. Next are the dates from the syllabi. What we want to do at the end of the first week is take all of your syllabi and start to put any big point items into your monthly calendar. That would include exams, papers, projects, presentations. Anything that's worth 10% of your grade or more should be on that calendar so that we can see when those things are coming up. We don't want to include every little assignment because that can overwhelm you and stress you out. So that's why we're really focusing on things that are 10% or more of your grade. Finally, we want to include any personal dates. So if you have birthdays, religious holidays, special events coming up for the semester that's going to take you away from academics, we want to be sure to include that on our monthly calendar as well. So the idea is by the first weekend of the semester, you have a calendar that shows you when you're busy in your academic life and when you're busy in your personal life. So you can start to make plans and study accordingly. So, next, we're going to talk quickly about creating weekly schedules. There's a few different types of schedules we want to focus on here. The idea is that we're aware ourselves of what our routine is going to look like, and we can share that routine with others to help eliminate distraction along the way. So, first, we want to create a class schedule. Because we're online, it's really easy to get caught up in all of the details, and I know a lot of students are missing important meetings and important due dates because they don't have this written out anywhere for them. So we want to eliminate the looking and scrambling for last minute information, and we want to make sure we have a really good, clear picture of when we're supposed to be in classes. And again, that monthly calendar will help us figure out when important due dates are. So, what I would recommend is getting a schedule, just a weekly schedule. We have a template available at the Learning Center webpage under academic coaching. It's a grid of the days and the hours in the week. And what we would include there are your class meetings along with your Zoom IDs and passwords so you don't have to look for that information somewhere else. And then we'll also include some study times in that calendar as well. So the idea is that you have one calendar that's a week that will show you when your meeting times are, we'll have your meeting information, and then we will also have your study times. So on this study schedule, you want to work around your class meetings and other meetings that you may have, and you want to set aside blocks to study for classes multiple times a week. So we want to be able to say, okay, I have my calc lecture on Monday, Wednesday. I'm going to study calc Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And we want to set those times aside, put them on our calendar so we know what we're doing when, and we have the information we need to be able to do that. That can also be shared with people that you live with or share a household with so that they know when you're busy and when you're available. The next step is we're going to talk a little bit about chunking your study schedules. And that sounds kind of funny, but we want to make sure that you're not studying just one session a week for 3 hours. First of all, we know you can't stay focused for that long. And second of all, the research shows the more times you have with content or information, the more times you revisit something, the deeper it goes into your memory system. So breaking up your study sessions into shorter, focused sessions multiple times a week can actually help with memory and retention. So when we're thinking about those study sessions, we want to also think about the breaks that we're including. Your breaks should not be very long, maybe 5-10 minutes long. And again, I know I said this in another video, but we do not want our breaks to be on screens. We are on screens so much right now that our eyes need the break and our brain needs the break from the blue light and from the digital virtual sphere. So we need to move into the actual environment around us and give our eyes and our brains a break from screens. You can go get water during this break, a snack, just something short, getting you up, getting you moving around a little bit. And then we also want to make sure that when you're setting aside time for your study sessions, for example, if you're going to study for 40 minutes and then take a 5 to 10 minute break, and then try to come back and study for 40 more minutes, we need to a way to mark our progress and to know what our purpose is in these study sessions. So always setting a clear study goal at the beginning of your session is a really easy way for you to help refocus attention if you get distracted and to help you come back into the session efficient right after a break. So, an example of this could be, at the end of this study session, I'm going to be able to explain this particular concept in my own words, and I'm going to be able to give an example. Or maybe you're going to answer the questions at the end of the chapter. Just something to check for understanding and give you a quick review and revisit of the information. And finally, we want to also encourage you to make to-do lists. Just like the study goals will help focus you in sessions, to-do lists will help you keep pace and take care of assignments and things that you need to take care of throughout the day. I personally recommend that you write a to-do list at the end of your day for the day in preparation for the next day. So, what I typically do when I'm leaving work, quote unquote, because I'm just leaving my computer, but I will take a few minutes and on a piece of paper, I will look at my calendar for the next day and I will write down, okay, I have this meeting, I have this presentation to do, so I need to do these 3 things to be prepared. That helps me wrap up my day and it helps me also the next day focus on what it is I need to take care of. Because we're at home, because we're in really comfortable personal spaces, it can be really easy to not get started or focused efficiently. And so we want to make sure that we're doing as much as we can to help focus our attention at the beginning of work sessions, especially if we have uninterrupted time. So, one way to do that is to write down to do lists, and these to do lists can help guide your study goals as you go into your study sessions. So that's it. A quick video on some tips for time management. I hope you found these helpful. Again, my name is Jennifer Luarca. I'm an academic coach at the Learning Center. You can visit our website to get more information about how to schedule free appointments with me to talk through scheduling your personal time in your coursework or to work on other study strategies. Thank you.